Hey everyone, welcome to another video, and today we are going to talk about Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The game launched yesterday. It's available on PC, PS, Xbox. So it's available across all platforms. Not the Switch, I think, not yet. So yeah, we're going to talk about the release, how, what's there to expect, and what, and like we're pretty much hyped about it. Initially, let's talk about a small recap about what Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was. So, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is pretty much the sequel to Fallen Order. And in Fallen Order, we followed the story of Cal Kestis, who is a Jedi Padawan. Uh, that so he's a Padawan who was like not able to pretty much complete his Jedi training because Order 66 happened, and there was this whole arc like they showed in the story where his Jedi Master was killed, and pretty much he's been on the run ever since. And he's basically this all takes place uh, between I would say uh, Star Wars, between like 3 and 4, right? This is before Luke came, and this is right after the Empire took over. So he's been hunted, and you pretty much follow his story of him, learning to master his Jedi powers, master the Force, master the lightsaber. So along the way, you meet other um, supporting characters who help you, and the main plot in um, the main plot in Fallen Order was that they were looking for this device. I can't remember what it's called, but that pretty much showed you like force what's the word to use, like force centric users, like users who can use the force. So the Empire was after it, and so like basically Cal working with a bunch of other supporting cast characters, they are trying to prevent the Empire from getting their hands on it. So you run into Darth Vader. There was like a small battle, but not a huge battle, but you fight a couple of the a couple of other like Sith, not the Sith lords. What do they call sisters, right? Um, Vader is the Sith lord. Imperial Inquisitors, right? So you fight a couple of Imperial Inquisitors. So yeah, and basically there was a story. So pretty psyched. This is like one of the, I would say, like one of the best Star Wars games to ever come out. You get Battlefront and all that, which is really awesome. Online massive multiplayer MMORPGs. No, not RPG, like massive multiplayer online games. But RPG wise, I think this was one of the best to come out yet. It was a like proper, uh, very well done, single player experience. I played the first game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just we really needed it, like a really good single player experience Star Wars game to properly experience the Jedi path. Not even, it doesn't need to be a Jedi path, but just to properly experience uh, a Force user's path, right? So there are like a lot of amazing Star Wars games, RPG wise. There were a lot, right? But this was like a good a breath of fresh air when it first came out, when Fallen Order first came out, and now we get the sequel to it, which is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So the game released yesterday, and looking at so my plans for this is like I really want to play it, but I have a lot of things in the pipeline. I really need to finish a couple of my ongoing RPG series. I need to move on to Horizon Forbidden West for the DLC, for the Burning Shores DLC, and then right after that, I have my eye on this. So looking at yesterday, I was like following a couple of news here and there, seeing how the game was doing. Like I was like being very careful not to um, watch any like walkthrough videos, anything. I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but apparently, but there were a few issues on the day one release. Nowadays, that seems to be kind of like the trend, but not still like a lot of companies they do perfect like they release, and if there is a patch that needs to be done, it's usually done sometime later. Like it's no groundbreaking thing, but for Star Wars Jedi, it did need a day one patch. I think this was for PC users. There were some issues. We'll talk about it in a bit, but first, so right before the launch day, I was wondering like if there was like a launch trailer or something, but there was nothing. There was nothing. I think there was just an announcement or something, but no launch trailer or anything. But they did do a trailer a day before, uh, just to mark up the game. So they did it. We're gonna check that out right now. Uh, if I can quickly move to here, yeah. So they did like a more like it's like a comic trailer, it's just for comical relief, like a coaching sessions. You can see Mark Hamilton is back, so that's Luke Skywalker, and he's training Cal Kestis. So let's just check it out.
Remember, just feel it.
So
All
the mocap
you're on
studio.
Kobo. The Mogul Wampa thing is coming. You're not scared. Show me focus. Good. You're not playing baseball.
Right.
You will take me to the senator now.
You'll take me to the senator
No
now.
less risk.
Mark, you know I don't actually have the Force, right?
BD1 says no excuses. Hold it. You get 2 lightsabers?
Well, technically one, but I can split them.
You never gave me 2 lightsabers.
Mark?
Look what a bit badass it is, I think.
Duck. Okay, now use your Force powers to pull that sphere.
I really don't need you to explain the Force to me.
Amazing, amazing. So yeah, I mean, like, obviously the trailer was done just marketing purposes. It was nice of like Mark Hamill to be part of it, to market the game. The game looks amazing. Can't wait to see what the stories. To get on with it, like so, expecting a lot of good things from this. So yeah, let's look at the issues, the day one release issues. I think I have it right here. Right, so I've zoomed in. So this is a tweet. So this is a tweet from EA, along with Respawn Entertainment, and they have Lucasfilm down there as well. So what they say is, we are aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards. Question: what are your standards? I mean, like EA, we know they can be a bit, we can be a bit iffy around standards when it comes to standards. They meant they'll, it's no secret. They meant the loot box issue, like loot boxes and stuff like that. So, but let's see. But this game, like Star Wars Jedi was always good, since it was not EA. It was like Respawn, and EA was just the publisher. But yeah, we'll see. We are aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards for a percentage of our PC players, in particular those with high-end machines or certain specific configurations. For example, players using cutting-edge multi-threaded chipsets designed for Windows 11 were encountering problems on Windows 10, or high-end GPUs coupled with lower performing CPUs also saw unexpected frame loss. Rest assured, we are working to address these cases quickly. While there are no single comprehensive solution for PC performance, the team has been working on fixes we believe to improve performance across a spectrum of configurations. We are committed to fixing these issues as soon as possible, but each patch requires significant testing to ensure we don't introduce new problems. Thanks for understanding. Apologies to any of our players experiencing these issues. We will continue to monitor performance across all platforms and share update timings as soon as it is available. The Star Wars Jedi team. Any interesting responses? Must be my configuration. Yeah, I mean, like, you can't exactly blame people's configurations, right? Like, what about constant players? The performance is just as bad. Constant tearing frame drops in HDR is literally unplayable. Okay, so I didn't see about console. Did they put out another notice? Is my question. EA Star Wars. Anything else from you guys? Hmm. No, no, no. Those are just marketing the game. Available now. No, that was pretty much the only. That's pretty much the only thing. I wonder if Respawn Entertainment has said anything extra. Yeah, Respawn. Respawn, unless like they have like a bunch of. Nope. Yeah, it's already getting 10 out of 10. Yeah, I mean like. Yeah, we know never to trust stuff like these. People. Okay, we're not going to read those. We want to experience the game firsthand, and then no. So issues wise, like notices from the development publishers or whoever. So it seems like this is the only one to come out, and let me read this second paragraph again. It was very interesting. For example, players using cutting edge, they're being very vague. Then again, all of them are vague. Not necessarily very vague, but players using cutting edge multi-threaded chipsets designed for Windows 11. So they're using. Are they talking about the new Ryzen's, the AMD ones? Encountering problems. Were encountering with players using cutting-edge multi-threaded chipsets designed. Okay, so what he's saying is that there are players who are using chipsets designed for Windows 11 on Windows 10. Is what he's saying. Okay, so they're pretty much blaming player configurations, but people have been doing like stuff like this for years now. I don't think any other game has faced an issue like this. High-end GPUs coupled with lower performing CPUs. High-end GPUs coupled with lower performing CPUs. I mean, you can't really blame. People use like very different configurations. Even my PC is like I wouldn't say it's like high performing in all aspects of the like my PC, the one I used back then. I wouldn't say it was like high performing in every aspect. I think the GPU, because it was like built I would say it's a budget build at this point, but yeah, I mean it got upgraded, but still it's not high end, super high end performing. Rest assured we are working on to address these cases quickly. Yeah, like, so basically they're just blaming people's PC configurations, but still that is no excuse. Like you should be expecting like not everyone to be having like high end, top of the line, extreme high configured because it's at PCs. You guys should be like catering for everyone, because PCs can come in all shapes and sizes, no pun intended. But yeah, hopefully their PC patches work out. There's I hope like this there's no issue with consoles, because I will be playing this on console. And there was a tweet some guy put, and I was a bit worried when I saw that. Like he said that consoles were having the same issues. Hopefully it'll get resolved. Yeah, I mean like ever since we Cyberpunk, like what happened with Cyberpunk and its release, consoles. In that case, consoles were heavily impacted. PC was not. Like I was quite lucky to play it on PC back then, but yeah, I mean we'll see what happens. Cyberpunk. Hmm. So I mean, like, I hope all these issues will get ironed out eventually. It's a bit sad that day one releases are plagued with issues like this. We get very few developers, publishers now who I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, we get really few developers, publishers who really release proper, genuine, like, 100% working products. But then again, it's not. I mean, like, I blame them solely, like, multitude of reasons. Like, so, um, hopefully, this is just a small issue. It doesn't seem like it's just bad as what Cyberpunk was initially, and people still uh, held on to Cyberpunk. I mean, like, we all dealt with Cyberpunk in our own ways somehow, because like the developer had a good track record with The Witcher, so we gave them the benefit of the doubt, a bit too much benefit of the doubt sometimes. And yeah, I mean, it seems like it doesn't seem like too big of an issue, although they're blaming on people's configurations, but I don't think so. It's gonna hopefully, like, they can quickly solve this out with some quick patches. It's always sad to see, like, a release getting a day one patch, because that doesn't immediately give good signs, but it is what it is. And we all just want to play a very genuine, we just all want to have a genuine experience at the end of the day. And if this is what we need to go through, then so be it. It's all, like, out of controls, but nonetheless, yeah, I mean, like, I'm pretty hyped up for the game, because I really enjoyed playing the first one. And I can't remember the first one had any issues, but I did play it like after it's been released for a while, so I guess it would have been properly patched by then. So yeah, I might need to revisit this. Either way, so just wanted to, like, let you guys know that the news about Jedi Survivor. So the game dropped. We had day one patches, but I would still say that this is still a game worth playing, especially if you're a Star Wars fan. It's hard not to find a Star Wars fan these days, but I'm excited to see where do they go with the story, because I'm a very story oriented person. Like, gameplay can suck, but if the story is really good and point, if the story keeps me engaged, I will be okay. Gameplay comes second to me, but yeah, story is always number one for me. It's just my personal opinion. That's all. Everyone else can feel a bit different, and that is all right. I mean, that doesn't mean that you need to have shit gameplay, but yes, but yeah, excited to see what comes up next. So yeah, hopefully you guys, if any PC users out there, hopefully you guys are getting your issues sorted. Hopefully your patches come through and you guys get to experience an awesome game at the end. Hopefully it's awesome. I still have no idea. I'm seeing positive reviews, I'm seeing negative reviews, but that is the case for any game that comes out. So you just need to experience yourself to know. Alright then, so that's all for Jedi Survivor. I will definitely be picking up this game, but not immediately. I have like a lot to complete on my pipeline. So I yeah, I have a few streams planned for today. That's for my other games. I'll be doing that. Hopefully you guys tune in then. So until next time, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.